Hello there everybody and welcome back to more Game Dev Tycoon Pirate Mode. So, last episode we made some games that slowly increased in their rating over time and then went back down for one, but then they went back up to a new high for that session. Anyways, we are staying at just over 1 million still, and we are working slowly on getting our engine up to stuff. So, we've got to get soundtrack and achievements are the two main ones that I want to get for the engine. So that means probably one more game and maybe 2 more bits of contracts maybe. I don't know. Might just be 1 more game and 1 bit of contracts, and then I should have enough. I don't know. But the biggest thing is that I'm gonna need enough money to make the engine without going bankrupt in the process of making it. So I'm gonna need to get some money. Now, I'm not going to research any new topics because I want to save my research as much as possible right now. And I'm going to have to keep recycling the same game topics over and over again for a little while, which is unfortunate, but what can be done? I feel like making the Spore game because I watched a video on Spore today. So let's make an evolution simulation on the PC, not so bad engine, and we'll call it... just like the ET conference. Yeah, sure. I was gonna say I promise at the end, but if you guys don't know the story behind this reference, then Spore was actually promised to have a lot more features than it actually did on release because it's an EA game. Thank you. Sorry, I had to do a quick cut there. I got interrupted. Anyways, yeah. So it had a lot more features being shown off in its E3 conference than it actually did in the real game. So it got a lot more. It got a lot of hate after, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry about that. I had to do a cut. I got interrupted, and I tried to move one slider, but. Yeah, I got interrupted, so, Hey, sorry about that, I got interrupted, and while I was interrupted, I moved one slider, so that's why that's different. Anyways, the ET conference was showing off a lot more features that were actually in the game upon release. So, it's just what EA is known for in their games, really. And give me 1 second, I gotta pause here for a little bit. Okay, so we got media inquiry. Hi, this is Gary White from Gamers. Just Gamers. Wow, that's a great news site. Just Gamers. Hey Gamers. Anyone watch Germa? I got word that our Game Suck is working on a new game. Would you be willing to share some information on your current game project? Of course. E3 conference coming in. Many of our readers are curious about what decisions go into making a video game and how companies prioritize development areas. Your new game is an evolution simulation game. Can you tell us whether such a game would usually receive more focus on level design or world design? It's an evolution game, so I think world design would be more important, but it's also simulation, which would make level design more important, wouldn't it? I'm really not sure. I could just say I don't know. I've actually never done that. I didn't even remember that was an option. I'll go with world design. I feel more confident about that. Thank you for your time. And if people criticize me for making the wrong choice, then I'll say it's subjective. Which means I can never be wrong, because that's how opinions work. I'll put this at like 11. Okay, let's see if we were right. In a recent interview with Our Game Suck, we discussed their upcoming evolution simulation game and asked company founder D-Lan how different development areas are prioritized. In the interview, D-Lan said that world design is of particular importance for such a game, but it seems that other industry professionals disagree. They're wrong. They're wrong. I'm right. GS. I remember my DS. Probably my second favorite console I've ever owned. in comparison. I mean, next to the PS2. That was by far my favorite. I just remember in my really young grades, we would be like, all of the people in my class would be in like a DS chat room. DS chat rooms, like it was like PictoChat. Yeah, PictoChat. PictoChat was the best. If you never got to experience a DS growing up, then I feel bad for you. But that's kind of pretentious to say, because people can say that about anything that they grew up enjoying, right? So everyone grew up enjoying something different, right? So, and this is not breaking any records, and we got the interview wrong, so we didn't really generate much hype. So this game might end up being a little bit of a financial oof. No game report yet. That's what I was waiting for. There we go. Yeah, not terrible, but not bad. I mean, it's definitely bad, but it could have been worse. So it just follows our current trend of making games. I think that once we make the engine, our game's ratings will shoot up. Okay, just trust me on this one. By the end of this episode, you'll see. The ratings are gonna shoot up by the end. We just barely didn't get to 40. I mean, I need to do contract work. We'll definitely get to 40 research. I don't think we'll get the extra 15 to get the last research, though. But we have to make more games for the... we have to make more games so that we have enough money for the engine anyway, so it's not a big deal. Contract work. I always have trouble finding the button that I'm looking for, so I'm using... Oh, this might not be possible. If he doesn't scratch his head... There we go. Perfect. Okay, I don't really trust him not to scratch his head now for the second time, but I think we'll get this anyway. Oh yeah, that one is really easy. My character's got really good tech. Awesome. 46, so we're 10 short of getting achievements, but that's not a huge deal. I'm not going to be able to make the engine anyway because I need money. I think this engine is going to cost me around $600,000, which is really expensive, obviously. So yeah, it's probably going to be a little while before I can make the engine. I'm hoping to get it done before year 18. Well, maybe not done, but definitely get it started by year 18. So if I were to put everything on this that I want to put on it, branching story, advanced cutscenes, it's already cost 400k, but that's like what the... Well, actually, no, I'm going to have to probably keep everything on there from before as well. Oh, this is going to be so expensive. Okay, 700k was, like, me saying 600k was apparently very wishful thinking. So 870k for this engine. Yeah, that's quite a big chunk of money. So now I just need to pump out some games. What will sell well? Let's make the most normie games we can possibly make, okay? For all those like console gamers, but we're not going to be making it for console. We're making them all for PC. Because PC is the normie console right now. So, we're going to call this, Speed Racer, the movie, the game. I've done this with the movie, the game joke, like a million times, but the Speed Racer movie was just so incredible that I have to reference it. If you haven't seen the Speed Racer movie, you're doing yourself a disservice. A lot of people actually like really talk about how bad the movie is, but when I was a little kid, I actually really liked it. I actually really liked the Speed Racer movie. It was like probably one of my favorite movies as a little kid. And I look back on it and I'm like, yeah, that movie is absolutely terrible, but it's still a fun movie. It's kind of like the Star Wars prequels. They're fun to watch, but you know they're bad. Oh, I don't have a... Uh-oh. Well, it's a racing game, so I probably need decent artificial intelligence for the other racers. So that one is pretty much figured out by common sense, hopefully. It'd be funny if the one game where I don't have hints on is the one that I get a good rating on. Because I really don't know what I'm doing wrong with these sliders. You know, I'll raise this one a lot. I really have zero clue what I'm doing wrong with the sliders. I think that it just comes down to the fact that I have a very outdated engine more than anything, which was that's what was happening last series, so I wouldn't be surprised. Also, RPGs are the popular genre right now, so after this game comes out, we are immediately making an RPG, like, instantly to try and capitalize on the trend. And done. Okay, release this so we can start working on an RPG as quickly as possible. Okay, no new records or new technology unlocked. Wait, maybe a new sound one. God damn it. Damn it. That's not what I wanted at all. Okay, we're gonna make a, I almost clicked mystery, then I realized we have to make an RPG game. So, what here works well as an RPG? Basically, just sci-fi is the one that works as an RPG. What about mythology? It's only good. That's really weird. I feel like mythology RPG would be perfect. But sci-fi... Wait, sci-fi and nothing is a good combo. Okay. It's a great combo. So yeah, we'll do sci-fi, PC, not so bad engine, and we will call it... Buy this game. I'm desperate. This is my this is our company's CEO's descent into madness, where he just starts releasing incredibly surreal and nonsensical games, entitling them basically like clickbait, begging for people to buy them, because he's actually gone insane by the amount of development he's been doing for the past 16 years of his life. He's had no free time. He's just been coding constantly. He hasn't taken one vacation. It's finally taking a toll on his mind, okay? I find it really funny how in game dev, in contrast to all my other Let's Plays that I'm doing, game dev is that one series where I just kind of say whatever, rolls off the top of my head, and it ends up being weird or different, and it doesn't really pertain to the game. Where when I'm talking playing EU4 or Empire at War, I basically got to stay focused on the game at all times, because they're games that you've got to focus on. So I think that's the thing that I like about playing game dev and doing a series on it, is that it's a little bit more laid back. I've talked about it in the past, similarly, where I said that like it's like there's nothing happening in game all the time, that I've got to fill the void of conversation by talking about other things, which it's a double-edged sword, right? So I have to talk about, I have to fill the void of conversation and try and find things to talk about, but if I'm having a hard time trying to find things to talk about, then it gets really awkward, and I feel like I don't want to record anymore because it just got weird with myself. And then if I have things to talk about and there's things always coming out of my head, then it just makes recording a lot easier than when I'm playing a game. That requires a lot more effort. At the same time, I should be trying to hold myself up to a certain standard in terms of how skillfully I'm playing the game. Not that game never really requires skills, just general knowledge, and then RNG all from there, but we'll see. We're at 1.2 million now, and we haven't even released this game yet, so Speed Racer, the movie, the game, is a huge hit. All those Speed Racer fans are buying it up. The movie was so successful. More research. I don't want more research, so just stop it, please. But we've got two game reports to generate, so if we do want to do some research, we can. But I don't really. Oh. We were so close to a 10. Please. Oh yes, it's our first 10 in such a long time. I feel like I've just seen an angel. Wow. A 10. I didn't know those existed anymore. I thought they were just fiction. Jesus. Wow. And we've actually got 2 games on the market at the same time for 1 week. Now this game is going to sell like crazy apparently, because it's got good ratings for once, and popular genre is RPG. And it just happens to be an RPG game by pure luck. Who would have known? Do I have another game report to do? Yes, I do. So let's do that. Actually, yeah, I'll do that right now. And then I'll do my last things of research that I feel like getting. So I'll probably get 2 more, I guess. And then we'll make our engine. But maybe I'll make 1 more game. Another memorable game by Our Games Suck has been released. The attention to detail in the world design really sets this game apart from others in the genre. Well, what can I say? Stop reading, start playing. Wow. It worked out pretty well, I think. It's our first memorable game in a long time. If you consider, well, no, not, because like, if I would say that bad games can be equally as memorable as really good games. Just think about it. So it's our first good memorable game in a long time. I'm not gonna make a game just yet. I think I will get achievements. Oh yeah, these are 80 RP each. No way. No way. No, I'm not even gonna try. That's gonna go into my next engine. So I'll be outdated on tech again, but no, I'm not doing that right now. No way. So I'll make one more game and then make the engine. I think that works out pretty well. And it's year 16, month 10, so this is actually a little bit ahead of schedule. It's not bad at all. So now I think I'll make an airplane game. I'll make another normie game. Airplane casual PC, not so bad engine, and I'll call it, I have no idea. I think I made an airplane game before and I had the same idea. Oh yeah, I called it like Malaysia Flight something because I was gonna make a 9/11 joke. I have nothing up my sleeve but Malaysia and the oh, okay, I think I have an idea. Bomber Harris does it again. The absolute mad lad. Bomber Harris, do it again. Basically, this is just a World War II meme. If you don't get it, it's basically about the bombing of Dresden, and everyone refers to the commander of the bombing as Bomber Harris, and it's kind of a big meme about World War II. So it's almost equally as sensitive as 9/11, but it's just not as recent, so it doesn't make it as bad. If anything, it's actually worse because a lot more people died in Dresden than 9/11. So you can argue that it could be worse, but it was a long time ago. No one can remember, unlike 9/11, which makes it an okay joke. It's really interesting, our perception of what jokes are okay and what jokes are too far, isn't it? We live in a society. Every time I play game dev, my brain just devolves into a cluster of memes, and I can't think about anything else. This game, just like my CEO, is slowly driving away my insanity. My sanity, I mean. That's not proof of anything, I swear. Oh my god. Like I said, slowly ticking away at my sanity. The series needs to end, and then I'm gonna turn away and never come back. I'm surprised there was no new records on that. It was pretty close. But I think our design record has gone up quite a bit. Oh. No. Okay, we're immediately back down into the pit that we were in before. I have no idea how that game before did so well in comparison, because I don't know what I'm doing different with the sliders. Anyways, now it is time for the custom engine. And I'm going to get rid of linear story. I'm just going to go down to the bottom because it's easier to scroll up. Soundtrack, stereo sound, get rid of mono sound, day-night cycle, open world, AI companions, better AI, Easter eggs, dialogue tree, better dialogues, character progression and achievements, video playback and multiplayer, and get rid of simple cutscenes. And then, yeah, 770k, not bad, not bad. Oh, 870k, a little bit worse, but still not terrible. And I will call this, I was going to make a creation engine joke. I remember I had it last episode, but I forgot exactly what I was going to title it. I don't know. I think I'll just call it creation engine. Actually, I'll call it creation engine modified version. Oh crap, I can't. Okay, well, I'll just do creation engine Ah, crap. Damn, it's not letting me I'll just do v dot 10. No, okay. Well, I have to make the highest single digit number that I can do. Actually, there we go. So now I can make it like something absurd. Yeah, I'll just do like 17. How many games have they made on Creation Engine? Probably somewhere around 8 or 9. Probably not that many, actually. Probably 6, that's a lot for a AAA company, though, because they develop a game. For Bethesda, they'd probably make a game on Creation Engine every 2 or 3 years. What's on Creation Engine? New Vegas, Fallout 3, Skyrim. There's going to be Starfield on it. There's going to be Elder Scrolls 6 on it. There's Fallout 76 on it. So that's 6 games on Creation Engine, which is quite a bit less than I initially guessed, but when I thought about it for a little while, I am right. And we're at 1.1 million, which is not amazing, but considering the fact that we just invested 870,000 into an engine, that's certainly not bad. We'll have enough money to make a game with all of the things in this engine, I believe. Whether or not we stay afloat after that game, that's a different question. So I think that when we make our next game, I'm gonna have to maybe stray off of some of I'm gonna have to not use some of the things from this engine, because I'm not gonna. That way I won't go bankrupt. Sorry if I seem like I'm schizophrenic right now. I've recorded like 5 episodes of various Let's Plays today because I'm trying to get them all done before I move to Newfoundland. So I'm I am kind of schizophrenic right now. Between thinking about all the different Let's Plays that I've done today and trying to sort out my thoughts. So yeah, speaking of, there was an update video that came out at some point recently. I don't know when this video is going up. It's probably not going to go up till like a week after my update video, but if you haven't seen that update video, then go watch it if you're curious about the situation or whatever. I'm sure I've mentioned it in plenty of videos by now. I'm just trying to kill time by conversation. But yeah, I'm currently moving, and I'm trying to record all of these. I've got 2 days left to do things for YouTube. Tomorrow evening, my computer gets taken apart. Well, not taken apart, but we unplug everything, and we're just setting it all aside and then packing it away the next day. So it's 5 o'clock right now on Thursday, and I've got till the end of Friday to get everything ironed out with YouTube. So it's invest over 500,000 into a new game engine. Very nice. Creation Engine 1.7 or Creation Engine V17 is now complete. Perfect. So yeah, I've been recording like an absolute madman. I don't have much time left. I also have to edit a video for my other channel, which if you haven't seen that video, then go check it out. It should be on my Witty Jojo channel. And yeah, I'll end it off there. I'm trying to record these videos as fast as possible, so sorry if they're a bit sloppy in comparison to what I usually do, and my commentary probably seems a bit awkward, but that's because, again, like I said, just in such a crazy situation right now, I'm trying to get things done as fast as possible. Thank you all very much for watching and bearing with me during this period, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.